So we're continuing with Jack Kirby's Fourth World with Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 145. Meanwhile, below the sidewalks of Suicide Slum, another wonder of the DNA project is revealed. Superman, do you see what I see? Yes, Terry, I sure do. Hello, you two. I think I caught the culprits who wrecked Terry Dean's discotheque. Yes, but how you caught them, that's what I find interesting, Dublix. Wow, Mr. Dublix, how did you get them up there and keep them up? Well, I don't know yet, but it did give me a slight jolt. Terry doesn't know Dublix is a DNA alien. I think I can do it again, but this time I'll get them down. Dubalex is a maturing cell. He's developing kinetic powers. A bright flash of crackling energy leaps from Dubalex to his captives. Oops. Fzack. We're free. Look out below. Mr. Dubalex, you're weird. It seems you're correct, Miss Dean. Any ill effect, friend? Hold it, you rascal. Stay right there. All you get is our name, rank, and serial number, mister. And a sock rock finish to our act. Boom. Although the emergence of the boom tube startles Dubalex and Terry Dean, it's Superman who recognizes the foe's identity. That's it, folks. The San Diego five-string mob is now a road show. What is that thing? It looks like it extends for miles inside. Don't go near it. Let those kids go, and don't ask questions. Far out. That big tube is fading, and the rock group's fading with it. Talk about wild doings. I'd be as flabbergasted as Terry if I hadn't met the young forever people and learned about the boom tube and the war with Apocalypse. $1 million for your thoughts, Superman. At the rate your powers are developing, you'll get them for free, Dubalex. Well, I can sense that you're really aware of the real story of what just happened. What were those kids? Yes, I'd like to know, too. I hired them to play in my discotheque. That's not important. I want to know why they came here and why they sought this tunnel beneath your club, Terry. Meanwhile, beneath Loch Trevor, Scotland, zoff, zoff. We did it, fellows. Our missiles really spooked the lake monster. Something's showing up on my instruments. It looks like waves on a TV screen. Check. Here, I think action's brewing. I see it on my scope, too. The monster's heading right into it. What is it? Whatever it is, it just swallowed the monster, tail and all. That big worm's gone, fellas. Pfft, vanished. It's true. There's no sign of him. All I get is a tiny blip on my scope. This calls for close-up investigation. Those waves are still there. I'll just nose right up to him. Careful, Flip. What? As Flip vanishes into the hissing compressor waves, the momentum of the whiz wagon carries his friends with him. Yeah, we're going through. The compressor waves utilized to compact atomic structures have done their work effectively for their masters at the evil factory. Scrapper and his replica gloomily survey their sorry situation. What's happening, Scrapper Trooper? I'm just beginning to loosen up from that paralyzing shot. For starters, all I can say is we're prisoners. Jimmy Olsen's the one to worry about right now. Our hosts have him in position for experimentation, and in this place, I wouldn't call that good. If they just let me out for 1 second, pow, bam, zap, I'd. No chance, Jimmy. Jim is on his own. They took my weapon, and this cave is escape-proof. We can't help him. More power, Simeon. Our subject is ready for the gene induction. It's done, Makari. We've so successfully improved our gene induction experiments we can produce any type of biological life we wish. But of course, it's not intelligent life. We've yet to produce a human to our design by this new method. Do you think Olsen will prove the right subject? He's always been a lively subject. Remember how we grew that Olsen giant from the cells we stole from the project. And now, the new bombardment method. Millions of gene nuclei shot through his open pores. They develop like wildfire. Olsen will change rapidly, becoming what the genes dictate. Sad to say, these are regressive and powerful. Olsen should undergo a really interesting change. Switch on. It begins. Regressive genes have proved a delight, haven't they, Simeon? Yes, it's been exciting to see each animal become its remote ancestral image. It would be nice to show our other guests what we produced from that monitor lizard. We're moving under the other side of this wall. We've been in some sort of capsule. They've opened the door by remote. Clack. But where are we? This still don't look like freedom. It looks more like murder. Look what's coming into the room. Rawr. Holy cats, we're done for. And in Loch Trevor, we're through the barrier, but nothing happened. We don't know for certain, Flip. We know now, fellas, we've shrunk. We're the size of minnows. Quick, down here. It's an opening. Those trout can't follow us. Right on. I'm hanging in there with you. Go ahead. Some kind of light. This tunnel has an end. Let's find out where we're at. I'm going to the surface. Hope we don't pop up with some giant super bathtub. Marine pens, more like it. What a place. It's right out of Jules Verne's Captain Nemo. A moment later, the whiz wagon rises to the surface. This is the place, men. Whoever made that wave barrier also built this place. What was that? Roar! It's the lake monster. This is where he's kept, in these underwater pens. Switch to air drive. He's gaining on us. Roar! Suddenly, bump, bam, we're out of the pens. I don't know what this place is, but there's sure plenty of it. I just want to put a little more distance between us and that monster. Slow down, Gabby. Uh-oh, pedestrians ahead. They don't look hostile, but they don't look happy to see us either. Considering your driving ability, Gabby, I'd say we're going to make an army of enemies. In another section of the evil factory, a Newsboy Legion member yells for any friend he can summon. Yah! Stand back, Scrapper 1. We have one slim chance against that animal. As Scrapper dashes to one side, the trooper unstraps his helmet. Okay, this is it. Oop. Rush! When our jailers took my weapons, they forgot to look for the mini canister in my helmet. It shoots chemical mace. The great lizard recoils from the smarting fluid, but is stricken by the dose. Now watch out for his tail. Run! Don't worry, I see the door. When I shut this door, we've got a tough job ahead of us. Yeah, and it's all stacked in favor of those goons who grabbed us. Our intrepid heroes are unaware, however, that Jimmy Olsen they want to rescue has become an Olsen of a different species. It's done, Makari. Shall I cut the power off? Not yet, Simeon. A few more seconds of bombardment may ensure a permanent change in our subject. Look, his hands, they're moving. They seem possessed of enormous strength. Great Darkseid, he's broken his steel shackles. Regression to a primitive state seems to instill such power. He's done it. He's burst his bonds. We must get him under control. But the cunning desperation in the eyes of the thing that faces them betrays a danger in the experience of the sinister scientists. Where were you at the dawn of time? You may get the chance to find out. So zip up your anthropological suit and pack a simple Neolithic lunch when you get your next exciting segment of Jimmy Olsen, Homo Disastrous. And next up for us is going to be the Forever People.